Hey, Podnutzians, welcome to DDG episode number 28. Incredibly off the cuff, just why not episode of DDG. I want to thank everyone for their support. I want to thank everyone for downloading. I want to thank everyone for their patrons. I want to thank everyone for their emails. I want to thank everyone for their voicemails. I want to thank everybody for their kinship and friendship. This is going to be a slightly different episode. I will say, first and foremost, I'm an Irish fella, which means I have certain priorities and certain things that I just do. Okay. That are kind of adult. Okay. Here, I'm just going to quickly go into a Forbes.com article, which seems to be the catalyst for all this. Forbes.com, June 15, 2018, inexpensive whiskeys from supermarket Aldi win gold medal at 2018 Scotch Whiskey Masters. Now, for those watching on video, you'll see this. For those on audio, I'm going to read basically this. You would think a European supermarket chain Aldi is known for more cheap produce than for its single malts. Yet for years, Aldi whiskeys have enjoyed a cult status amongst whiskey geeks and have regularly won accolades at competitions. This year's been no different in the fact the 2017 the supermarket won 77 awards for its spirits. Okay, we're just going to ignore some of this stuff, and then we're going to scroll down, and we're going to see that there's basically two different types they have. Glen Marnock and Highland Black are the two. One is a 8-year aged whiskey, and the other one is a Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. The long and the short of it is these are two whiskeys that are not sold in the United States of America. Period. They're not. Okay. Really good friend of mine had somebody they knew going overseas, and they said to them, "Hey, why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you pick me up a couple bottles of this?" And they shot him the URL to the article. Long story short, DoorToDoorGeek now has in his hands a bottle of the Highlland Black blended Scotch whiskey, special reserved aged 8 years. The long and the short of it is this, and I'll just say it like this: if you have to blend your liquors with another drink, whether sweetened or whatever, then you're buying the wrong liquor. You're buying cheap liquor. If you mix it with water, I think it's different. Okay. If you mix it with water or ice, I believe you're literally just cutting it so you can enjoy more of the actual raw flavor. What I do is I take like one of my favorite mugs, thanks to Joe Hecht at Code for Sale, codeforsale.com. Unbelievably smart guy, unbelievably great coder, unbelievably tremendously good at what he does, period. And I take the cup and I literally like stack it to the rim with like ice, literally to like the rim with ice. And I just take the cup and I just let it get nice and ice cold. I like my beverages more cold than not cold. I then take the bottle of the new Highland Black blended Scotch, special reserved, not opened before, and I open it. And then what I do is I literally just take a little bit. I take maybe a shot to 2 shots worth, and I just say, let's put it in the cup. Okay. Let's let it get a little bit cool. And what I do is there is ice in there, which will melt, but I say, let's like kick it up a notch and let's speed up the process. So I have my genuine like rolled steel, stainless steel, thermo insulated cup, which I love. And I basically take some water from inside that and I just sprinkle maybe a shot, maybe equal amounts of water onto the liquor. It depends on what your taste, what you like. Some people like more water than less. Some people like, a lot more water. I'll just say this: the higher the quality of the beverage you are partaking in, probably the less water you should put on it. That's just my rule of thumb. So if you're buying, like for instance, Johnny Walker Red, you're going to need a lot of water versus the liquor. Johnny Walker Black, you'll need less. Johnny Walker Platinum, you'll need less. Johnny Walker Green, you'll need even less. Johnny Walker Blue, you might not need any. But that's all according to your own personal preference. I do not like mixing anything with soda or pineapple juice or anything else because I believe it literally takes away from the beverage. And I literally just let it sit for at least a minute or two. Once in a while, I'll give it a little shake, and I just let it sit because I want it to actually be cool. Sometimes I take a little preemptive sip just so I can get like an idea of what it is, and then I just like do something else. Like for instance, I sit down and I say to myself, self, what have I done today? Well, today alone, I've listened to 23 hours and 9 minutes worth of audio podcast. The next DDG, I do plan on literally going over each and every podcast I listen to, all, I believe, 157 podcasts. The goal is I'll spend less than a minute talking about each one, which means it still could be over 2 hour podcast just talking about the podcast that I listen to. Um, Not everything I listen to I think is great, fantastic, eye-opening, revolutionary. Some of the things I listen to so I know what not to believe. So what I know what not to think. So what I know what not to podcast. Um, I said this on a previous episode and I'll say it again. I listen to everything like in the realms of science, in the realms of that kind of thing. Everything from Carl Sagan's Cosmos to Ancient Aliens. And I don't know how much more of a broad spectrum you can get than those two, but that's the kind of thing I listen to. I listen to anything. And as far as news is concerned, I listen to everything from ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox News, Rutgers, BBC, Sky News, FT News, Financial Times News, um, Bloomberg News, NPR News, Daily News, Fast Company News, and it just keeps going and going and going because I literally listen to everything. Okay, now the alcohol has had a little bit of time to steep, and I will say when I give it like it smells aromically, the v- volatile aroma that comes off of it smells just like the normal liquors that I drink, and I drink like $30 to $40 a bottle. This is literally $17 a bottle. As far as the aroma is concerned, I cannot tell the difference whatsoever. I take a sip, and I understand now the term chewing a drink. When you chew a drink, you let it go all around your mouth. You let it seep in. So you can take in all the flavors. This is literally $17 bottle single malt whiskey that I have no problem saying in other arenas, if the label is hidden, I could see this being a 30 to 40, maybe $50 bottle. Uh, Shockingly good. I definitely taste the oakiness. I definitely taste the charcoalness. I want to say there is some fruity thing I can taste on the back end. I want to say my one buddy who read it said something like strawberry leaf or something. There's definitely some kind of back end spices is the best way I can put it on it. This is shockingly good for the price. I will agree with the Forbes article when it says it's a unremarkable whiskey, but by being unremarkable, it is really shockingly palatable, is what I'll say. So if you are not in the United States and you need yourself like a good mixer whiskey, you need a whiskey that you would like to put with something else. Highland Black blended Scotch whiskey, special reserved, sold, I believe, exclusively at Aldi. You can pick a bottle of this up for literally $17. I have personally spent more on a steak dinner multiple times than I have spent $17 on a whiskey. I honestly say this is very, very tasty, shockingly good. I will thank everyone privately when I see them again for allowing me to have this bottle. And I'll say, again, thanks for everyone for their support. Thanks everyone for their emails. Thanks everyone for their voicemail. And I will say, this is a very difficult time of year for a lot of people. This is the time of year we need to honestly stop what we're doing once in a while and communicate with other people. Thank them for their patience. Thank them for their support. Thank them for their friendship. Thank them for their kinship. Thank them for communicating with us. Ask them if they need any help. Ask them if they need any support. Ask them if they need anything. You know why? It's because we all need help. We all need support. There's nothing to be ashamed about that. This is the most difficult time of year for a lot of people. This is the most depressing time of year for a lot of people. We need to look out for each other. We need to support each other. We need to be there for everybody because nobody else will do it. That's the bottom line. We have to do God's work because he most certainly is not. I love a lot of people besides my immediate family, besides my wife, besides my kids, besides my dad, besides my sister, brother, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law, all those people. I love a lot of my coworkers. I love a lot of my friends. I love a lot of the people that send me voicemails. If it wasn't for those people giving me simple support, positive feedback, I don't think I would be in close to as good a position as I'm in. We need to give everybody we care about support, even if it's just a hi, how are you doing? I hate Facebook. I hate Facebook. I logged into Facebook a week ago and I literally pinged like 10 people, random people. And I just said, I really miss, actually, I said, delete expletive. I miss you. It's been a long time. I love you. I hope you're doing well. If you're not one of those people that I pinged, I'm sorry. I will try to get you in again sooner or later. Thank you again. I'll talk to everyone again real soon. And I really do encourage you, if you need any assistance, if you need any help, don't hesitate. Okay. 443-640-8960. 443-890-649. 6089. Yeah. DoorToDoorGeek at gmail.com. Mail at podnutz.com. Send me a email. 706podnut.com. If you need me, you can talk to me there. Don't hesitate. Contact me if you need anything. I'll contact you if I need anything. Thank you again. And I'll talk to everyone again real soon. I'm going to get back on my bottle of Highland Black blended Scotch whiskey, special reserved, $17. Maybe the best bang for the buck liquor I've ever spent. And I'll talk to everyone again real soon.